Hey guys, welcome to Wisconsin Wonder Garden. We inherited this mess of a jade plant from a friend, and we're going to do some major surgery on it. As you can see, I can't even let it go without the whole thing toppling over, and all of the growth is on one side of the plant. So normally I would not suggest to do what we're about to do, but we are going to take off a large portion of this plant, and we're also going to support these limbs in order to get them to grow in an upward fashion once again. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Stick around and check this one out. So first things first, what I want to make sure that I do not do is go past the point where there are any leaves growing on this. So what I'll be doing is making sure that there's at least an offset or two inwards on the plant where I take the cut. So for instance, right here you can see this branch. We have some shoots growing right here, and what I'll be doing is taking a cut just after that mark. That way we ensure that there's going to be growth on this branch for sure, no matter what. Otherwise you do risk a chance of it not being able to sustain life. Most likely you'll be okay, but just to minimize the risk, since we are going to be cutting a lot of this away, that's what I'm going to be doing. So we're using a sharp knife here. It's typically what I prefer to use. And we are just going to cut. If you are unaware, these cuttings that you take from the plant can be replanted and propagated. All you have to do is just let them sit out for a few days so they callus over, and then stick them into a nice coarse, well-draining soil, and you'll be good to go with them. And we can already see that now the plant can sit up in its current pot, and the ones that we took cuttings from will be easy to form in the position that we want them to. So this is what we're looking for. Go underneath, cut this one out. Now this here, I don't really like any of this going too far out here, and we have a nice solid bunch right here. So I'm going to cut, see from this fork, I'm going to cut this whole thing off right at this spot. Just like that. You can see these two branches here will come off just after my last set of leaves. Here I have a small bud growing. Take that off. And now on this side, I'm just going to clear up this area here. What I'm going to be doing, so see I'm kind of pushing the plant up softly to show where I want this one to go. This I'm going to be cutting off right here. There's a little bud popping out, so I'll be cutting that completely off. I'll be taking out this one because it's growing into the area of my other main stem, so it's getting a little bit clustered right there. This is the set that I want to cut off completely. As I was about to make this cut, I saw a very interesting formation here on the jade, so I'm going to keep this last fork that I was going to cut off. Maybe I'll show you guys. We have on both sides here, the stem is growing in a nice, really attractive curve. Meeting in the middle, so I'm going to leave that main stem and just pull off some of the leaves from in between. And then this one growing downward. Cut that off. And then this one on this side growing downward. Since I don't want any more downward growth, I want to kind of keep it minimalized there so I don't have much going down. As you can see, we certainly hacked off a lot of that one. All of this was the extra stuff that was just drooping over the edges and wasn't growing in the right positions for us. You know, we could have left it there if we wanted it to, but I want to train this jade properly and correctly, so that's what we're going to do. So here we've done a major trimming on the jade, shaping it and forming it. Again, these will be pulled up into a more upward position so they're going vertical. One last thing I'll be doing is topping off each of the sets that we have here in order to just kind of compact the plant and push down growth below it. I believe there's plenty of growth going on here to sustain the whole plant, and the jade is amazing and a very strong plant as well, so it won't mind this cutting. See, I love that shape it has here. It's almost like a heart going in. It's beautiful. I know it doesn't look like much right now because we just hacked everything away, but once we get this thing shaped up and growing over the next few months and constantly pruning it and shaping it and using methods of bonsai on this, it's going to be a transformed plant that will be very, very happy in our home, and I'll be glad to have it here.